Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. Today I'm at the junkyard, and what I'm going to be showing you is this 2000 GMC Jimmy. Now we're going to go over this one as an example, but we are going over the whole lineup of this vehicle. So the two of them I'm going to say are the GMC Jimmy and the Chevrolet Blazer. Basically the same vehicle, just rebadged of each other. And they were very similar to each other in every single way. And I still like them to this day, but unfortunately they're just really hard to come by, and they're kind of getting really junky now. This one's actually pretty good though. Looks like it has newer brakes on it, and the body looks to be in pretty good shape. We'll start out under the hood, and well, actually no, the year range for this was 95 to 2005. So this was a 10-year lifespan of this vehicle, which is pretty good actually. And they were still selling fairly decent when they ended. Now all of them came with a 4.3 liter V6 though, which is the Vortec V6. It put out about, I'd like to say about 200 horsepower. No powerhouse, but it was decent for an SUV like this one. And it had the old Mercury light, I think that is. That's sweet. Now the Jimmy got these side paneling. You could also get the Blazer with the side paneling. You could also get the Jimmy without it. This is an SLE trim level. And the trim levels I know of are SLE, SLT. And yeah, I don't know of any more. But what you could get was a cloth interior with a rubber steering wheel. This one, of course, has a leather wrap steering wheel. Has power seats, which obviously require power to work. There's no battery, so they don't work. This one is four-wheel drive. You can get these two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive with a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic, which the 4-speed automatic was a 4L60E. And I don't know, the transmission was hit and miss with the 4L60E. It wasn't great, but in these it wasn't terrible because they weren't a heavy vehicle. Now, I prefer this GM era over all the new ones. Cup holder in your back doors. Nice soft cloth, not the synthetic stuff we have now. You fold this down, you get a flat load floor in these. Really nice, really big, and the squared off back just makes them so much more usable than these new curvaceous SUVs that go like that. Now, there was two variants of this. There was a 2-door and a 4-door. Now, I said earlier in a video I like the Jeep 2-door better, but in this I disagree. I like the 4-door better because the 2-door has this really weird like triangle window with this one. Then it just kind of, the looks didn't do it for me. Now this, you could open the glass, or you could open the whole thing. I believe you could also get it with a tailgate at some point instead. I think. I could be wrong on that one though. And of course, roof racks this came with. Now, fun fact, the ripples in these roofs are built in from factory on any vehicle with a big roof to keep it structurally rigid, because otherwise it'd be really flexy and it wouldn't have as much rigidity. Now, of course, this one actually has I think those are original. No, those probably aren't original mud flaps. But the spare is still under here. And they are solid axle rear, independent front. And it looks like they had a plastic gas tank. I mean, they probably didn't in 95, but they do now. They were body on frame SUV. They drive quite nice, and they weren't really terrible on fuel for what they are. They're about the same. And this one here, This area rots out bad on these, and I'm surprised that's still solid. I am quite impressed. Now, I've never liked these mirrors, but they work. They're pretty big. And the rear brakes, well, they put cross-drilled and slotted rotors in. Nice. But yeah, just the styling of these is so iconic to me that I really like it. They're pretty comfortable too, actually. They're nice soft seats. You could get a cassette, you could get CD player. A cassette is an old tape that people from 2000 and newer, well, probably have never seen in a vehicle, if I'm honest. Now, another thing you could do is get not button four-wheel drive, but manual four-wheel drive, which was on the floor right there. There's a lot of different things you could get through the years on these. And it looks like this one was not smoked in, potentially. Theft lock radio. Just your typical GM stuff. Typical. It's all the GM stuff they had in the day. And they always did it. Now, I much prefer the GMC Jimmy over the Chevy Blazer. I just think it looks a lot better. Anyways, that is a brief overview of the 95 to 2005 GMC Jimmy or Chevrolet Blazer. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And please subscribe for more. Have a great day, everyone.